No. Why? Hey, me apostle? I'm not an apostle. I'm a persecutor of the church of God. How does it flow? Apostle, persecutor. But, let me say, but. I mean, the music changed. By the grace of God, I am what I am, and His grace which are bestowed. So grace gets bestowed on people. Bestowed upon me. It was not in vain. But I labor more abundantly than them, yet not. But the grace of God which was with me. That's not my emphasis this morning. But my emphasis is the dimension of mercy. David was a man like that. He was to be born to insult. What was the insult? If you read Genesis 38, his progenitor, Judah, his progenitor, messed up. Slept with his own daughter-in-law. Slept with his own daughter-in-law. In Genesis chapter 38, you know the story very well. Verse 15, when Judah saw her, that's Tamar, he thought her to be an harlot because she had covered her face. I mean, so you can even see the kind of person Judah was. Because what even led him to that? Show the kind of person he was. Those are the progenitors of David. That's the lineage of Jesus. And, he went, slept with her, and eventually, he didn't know. Eventually, the woman came and said, verse 24. After about 3 months, it was told Judah, Tamar, thy daughter-in-law, I played the harlot. And also, behold, she's with child by whoredom. And Judah said, bring her forth and let her be burnt. Not knowing that Judah should even be the man to be burnt for sleeping with his daughter-in-law. So when she was brought forth, she sent to her father-in-law, saying, by the man whose this I am with a child. And she said, this man, I pray thee, who are this? Talo ni signet, who are this signet and bracelet and staff? Because that was, the woman took those things from him, before going to the evil act of prostitution with him. And Judah said, verse 26, she had been more righteous than I, because that I gave her not to Shelah my son, and he knew I gave no more. And it came to find the time that, behold, twins were in her womb. How do you explain that? So this God, the way he does this thing, you can't even explain it. How do you explain that? Strange. The twins that were in the womb, it's not their fault that they were bought, not just through prostitution, but through family prostitution. Let me use that word. Father-in-law to daughter-in-law. Very strange. It's not the fault of the twins in the womb. How much you want one now? Abi? Hey, down. The children, it is not their fault. They don't know anything about that. Anyway, you know the rest of the story. In the age of David. And the rule in the 10 generations after that must not come to the sanctuary of God. Wow. But David broke forth. It came at the right time. You will not miss your timing. And he knew his background. So you don't be surprised. When you get to the book of Psalm, principally Psalms of David, you see him talking so much about mercy. If somebody is saying something so much, there must be something about it. In Psalm 13 verse 5, it said, I have trusted in thy mercy. My heart shall rejoice in thy salvation. Then in verse 6, he said, I will sing unto the Lord because he had dealt bountifully with me. Because when you get the mercy of God, you get the bounties of God. He went on in Psalm anointed David, and to his seed forevermore. If the anointed does not get the mercy of God, anointing will turn changed with Saul, and he died as if he was not anointed. He was anointed, but he was not, he didn't receive the grace. And I will dwell in the house of the Lord. Another package that goes with mercies, goodness, and loving kindnesses, for they have ever been, they've been ever of old. He said in verse 7, remember not the sins of my youth, nor my transgressions. According to thy mercy, remember thou me for thy goodness' sake. He went on and went on and went on and went on. One, where